Hello everybody. Welcome back to Everything Counts. Our goal is simply to add value to the underestimated. You are worthy. Today let's talk about 3 reasons you belong in every room. When I entered into the real world after college, I was very unsure of myself. Up to that point, I had overcome tremendous adversity and was able to successfully manage my doubts. But something came over me like a snowstorm in the summer that caused me to begin fearing failure. I did a very good job of hiding it, but the mask I wore eventually began to melt. So I chose to mentally isolate and disengage myself. In other words, I hid in plain sight. I was around but not around. I participated but often disappeared for long stretches. I returned to base often to allow my battery to charge. I even obtained an advanced degree, traveled to Paris, got a decent job and had a few relationships, but none of that helped me shake off the stink of unworthiness. But I continued to press forward, hoping that this emotional roller coaster would eventually shut down. It didn't. Things didn't start to turn until I had a complete meltdown one day at work. I had to give a verbal report on a business strategy project that I was working on. I was charged with giving a presentation about the impact of stock conditions for a specialty grocery store chain. The COO and vice presidents and managers from every HQ department were in the room. I was not prepared. I mumbled one word and completely froze like an ice cube that's not from Compton. This was not a good day. My manager had to finish the presentation. All I could do was sit down and stare at the walls to avoid making eye contact with anyone in the room. I could feel the disappointment. It was thick. But while I was staring away in space, something clicked. I finally realized that in order for me to succeed in life, I needed to come up with a plan to reign over my fear. I might not be able to eliminate it, but I could at least muster up the courage to forge ahead in spite of the circumstances. I may not be from the ivory tower. I may not be from the same zip code. I may not look like everyone else, but I earned my spot and deserve to be here. So I went home that day and put together a plan to overcome. I challenged myself to over-prepare, over-participate, and over-produce. Lastly, I came up with 3 reasons why I belong in every room, and so do you. 1. Any place we have been invited to had to ensure we had access or clearance before we got there. 2. Everyone in attendance is either waiting to hear from you or you are there to learn from them. 3. If we activate and deliver the ability God has placed inside, our light will pierce through the darkness and illuminate any room. So the next time you feel awkward or unsure about whether you belong or have what it takes, remember that the room is waiting for you to light it up.